Welcome to Get Your FRQ On. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use a graphing calculator to determine the limit of a function at a specific value of c. So a pretty typical example would be, let's say we take the function y equals x squared minus 9 divided by x minus 3. All right, and then if I go to a table, all right, table start 0, set that to auto, and then view my table, notice that at 3 there is an error. Now if you look at the values, maybe you kind of get an idea for the value that really wants to be there but can't be. But still we want to verify that using a table. So if we go back to our table setup, which is second, and then window, which is table setup or table set. What I want to do here is I'm going to change down here where it says independent. I'm going to switch that over to ask. And what that will do is that will allow me to enter in specific x values where I'd like it to evaluate the function and show me that value. So I'm going to move that to ask. And then I'm going to go back to the table. All right, so notice it's blank. That's because I haven't input anything. But I'm interested in what happens at 3. So let's say I want the limit of that function as x approaches 3. Well, the first thing you might do is you might do like 2.5. All right, well, I see that. And then maybe like 2.9. And then 2.99. And then maybe 2.999. All right, and then maybe you switch to the other side and you do like 3.001, 3.01, 3.1, and then maybe 3.5 there as well. All right, so we see we have different function values for this, but notice we are interested in 3. And as we watch what happens in this table as we approach 3 from either side, we should be able to tell visually that these function values are approaching one specific number, and that number would be 6, or at least it would appear to be 6. And then there are analytic ways that you can determine that the limit of that function is in fact 6, but oftentimes we use a table to get an idea of what a limit looks like it is, or should be, or maybe ought to be. And we can do that using a table on our graphing calculator. The trick is to set your independent variable to ask, so you can plug in values that don't increase by a constant amount. You can just tell whichever ones you want, and that's what allowed me to go up by 0.4, 0.09, 0.009, and so on to get closer and closer to that value of x equals 3.